boys and girls. Welcome to the seventh episode of Panorama to ACL starring Dartford. So, bit of a confession to make. I was stupid once again. Couldn't stop playing. Well, actually, didn't want to give you uh, false hopes, or didn't want to give myself false hopes. That is. So, yeah, we kind of find ourselves in well halfway into no, what you call it? Halfway into preseason for the third season. So yeah, um, game Steph will take him away from here, and hopefully he can provide some explanations you can get behind. Because otherwise, yeah, I'm just a shitty person. Sorries, love you. Sleep very down the table, especially that this run in February. So us just, I don't know, in a way, lose every chance is that we've got to mounting a real title challenge. We entered the playoffs again. We won in the first round of playoffs against Dover in a 5-2 thrilling encounter, which was amazing. Then, however, we were paired up against Turkey, which battered us. I mean, they had an almost double XG, anything. And so we've lost once again in the playoff semifinals. So another season in the Vanarama National South League. What does that mean for us? It begs the question. What does that mean for us? Well, what it meant for us is this. Released players. We have released Colson. We have released Jack Smith, who was complaining. Both him and Colson actually were complaining about last lack of first team football, though not even one of them wanted to leave. They've been both poor, and I feel that we should have done much better with the squad at our disposal, and we did not. Colson in this last season was just horrible. Tom Ray was released as well. I just couldn't trust him as a backup goalkeeper, especially now when we have Broders coming in, who is young, he has the space to improve, and already I feel like he's not really that much off Ray in terms of ability, but he's 4 years his junior, so I think that would actually see him improve a lot by giving him some chances, maybe in some cup competitions. And we will be also releasing Florent, who, whilst he has been good this season, his form dropped off in the second part of the season, which unfortunately saw us lose the grip on the title that we held on so firmly in the first half. And I'm also releasing Okoro. Okoro, whilst when we signed him, he was considered a coup for us. I feel that we've outgrown him. He's going back to North Carolina after 2 seasons at us. 2 seasons where he really didn't perform. I was hoping for so much more from him, and quite frankly, I'm disappointed in the signing. I mean, he was earning only 400 per week, but still, I was hoping for so much more, given his world reputation and his speed, basically. Now, this leaves us with, after Florent and, of course, departures, this will actually leave us with short of £9,000 per week. I will be using that money to improve the squad as much as I can. Ideally, I would want a deep lying forward, a ball winning midfielder, and an inside forward. because Blair really isn't up to the task, in my opinion. Now, we have one signing made. So, the reason I haven't made many signings yet is because I did that last season, and we only got subpar players, or not really subpar players, but rather players that were slightly weaker than what was released in at the start of July, end of June. So right now, I've only signed one player in the defense. Is this guy, Charlie Tusker, who looks immense for us at this level, and he's a huge improvement over Nembhard, who's considered our best defender. I mean, just off the polygon, you can see how much better he is, and he's only 19 years old. So I'll be keeping this episode brief, mainly because I also want to play a game of football in the next season. But basically, we've been poor. Here is the list of the results from January if you want to take a look. It's been. I've tried to salvage the season. I haven't done many live comms. Maybe I should have recorded an episode during the playoffs, but to be frank, after seeing the team play the way they played, I I didn't want to record because I was fearing just the same thing that happened last season, and I was correct in that. We've lost another semifinals. If we made the finals, yes, I would have recorded that. But Turkey just battered us, and they went on to actually win the playoffs. So good for them. Them and who else? Western Supermare are getting promoted. Hooray! This season around, I want to take control of the league. I want to win it, and I'll be damned if I don't. Now, this is the current squad. We'll be seeing each other at the start of the next season, and let's see who we manage to bring in. So, Steph from 4 months forward, take it away and show just how much we'll be improving our squad. Welcome back, guys, you beautiful people. So, we are in September, which means the season has already started, and we are on top. Of course, equal some points on Ep7 and Farnborough. But let's first take a look at the tactics. The tactics is the same as last season around, but you notice some new faces. So, without further ado, let's present each one of them. Tusker, we've already covered last episode. He's been declining rather recently, which I do not particularly enjoy, but he's a very good addition. His average rating is kind of poor though, which makes me a little bit concerned. But who do we got on the left side? Whom do we got here? It's Ornak, new wing back on attack. Naturally a center back, but not strong and not very tall. What I've decided with this guy, actually I saw off competition from Barrow for him. I was half expecting him to choose to go to Barrow because their squad is so much better than ours. But when he decided to join us, I only offered him a contract as a punt. And the punt that worked. I was kind of facing a dilemma. I didn't want to change Nembhard yet, but I also wanted to bring in this guy for the versatility that he has. So it made sense at that point in time to play him as a wingback on attack. If we compare him to Sam, who was starting last season round, the difference is, in my opinion, astronomical as a wingback on attack, which we can see right around here. Sam is better in dribbling, that's fair. Anticipation, but only marginally, and off the ball, only marginally. Sweet has better balance and pace. Again, only marginally, but his technicals are so amazing. So this is our new left wing back. Now, I needed a ball-winning midfielder to replace Rooney, whom we are trying to sell because of his wages and because of the fact that we are over the wage budget. but overall balance is quite nice. Reed is a Scottish young player who was just released by Palace. And for our level, this guy looks immense and he's 20 years old. So let's compare him to Rooney, who was starting last season out as a ball winning midfielder. And you can see the polygon here. Rooney is better aerially. That's clear. Rooney is a good aerial presence. But overall, I feel like Reed is just so much better. You can see right here. Maybe not as defensive, but his mentals are on a whole different level. And his physicals as well, his agility, pace, and stamina are so much better than Rooney's. Only a small difference in strength and marking and tackling. So, but kind of his mentals make up for that shit. Also, the physicals are so much better. So, Dylan Reed, welcome to the team. You are our new ball winning midfielder, and I love this guy. He's been starting out very nicely as a center back. He has already 2 goals from this position. He's been playing nice, he's been very good. Next, we have our new inside forward, Foyo. This is the guy who only wanted 450 pounds per week. And he's incredible. Even his jumping range is great. If we compare him to Blair, who was our starting inside forward last season out, yeah, it kind of looks, it kind of makes Blair look like a high schooler, right? He's better in every possible area of the game, which is amazing to see. I mean, this guy, Foyo, is 20 years old, Sierra Leonean, and he's been tearing our position one. Holy shit, he's been one of the standout performers of this season. 4 goals, 2 assists in 7 games. He's been tearing them a new one every single game that he's played in, and he can also cross a ball. I thought he was good at free kick taking, but actually no. He scores from corners because of his dropping range. He scores from corners and indirect free kicks. He's been released by Ipswich actually from the Premier Division, where he started 2 times last season. So kind of a fall from grace for this guy. 2 games in the Premier League. Now he's regular starter in Panorama South, but he is immense. And now our star striker or star player, Aribim Pepal. This guy is amazing. As a deep line forward, he's been performing super well this season. He was released by Luton actually. He never played in the championship, but he played in the Scottish Championship, which is a stronger division than ours. He actually started at he played for Cavalry for a little while. Holy hell. Alrighty. He is just our best striker, I feel like. If we find Florent Boye, our last starter, and compare him to Pepal, I mean, yes, Boya is better aerially, clearly, but I feel like he's such an improvement. Finishing wise, mentally wise, maybe his Boya's flair was better, but this guy's balance, this guy's speed, natural fitness, agility, everything about him screams much better than Boya, especially given that he is only 22 years old. Now, I had other targets in mind. This was basically the only one that wanted to join us. But he's an improvement, that's for sure. And he's been tearing it up at this level. 4 goals, 4 assists in 7 games. That's more than 1 goal or assist every game so far. He's been our standout performer and the best player in the team by far, up until now. All these changes mean that on the bench, the other guys are fairly similar. So we'll start with the other guys and just then go to the bench. Lincoln in goal. He's solid, good, 30 years old. Might want to replace him next season. Moore at right back. Still, he's good. I'd love to replace him, but he can use either foot, which I find useful. And he's overall pretty decent. Lampard is our other starting centre back. I'll be looking to replace him the next season. That's for certain, I believe. He's not the great, but he's been playing semi decently this season, which I like. Maloney, or advanced playmaker, he looks much better than he looked last season. Holy shit, I think he's improved. But I would still be replacing him come next season. I feel like there's a great many other playmakers on the market that are better than him. I just prioritized getting a ball winning midfielder over a playmaker. Francis is starting in the left side. He's very good. A tad bit overpaid, I feel like. But he's a good performer. He's performed quite consistently for us, both last season and this season. Too bad he was. Sorry for that. Too bad he is injury prone. I feel like, though my staff wouldn't say, my staff actually says he has a low susceptibility, but he also got injured in the playoffs, which hurt us a lot. He might have turned the game around. Steven starts up front. I have faith in this guy. He can run, he can jump, and he can semi-score. I think he has the makings of a great striker for us. He just needs to be more consistent, I feel like. Might have a problem with injuries, but the thing is, he barely had any injuries since he joined us. From Solihull Moors. So yeah, this is the starting lineup. It's a very good starting lineup. I think it's the best we've ever been, and we should really be taking control of the league sooner rather than later, hopefully. On the bench, we have Brothers, or Irish young goalkeeper. Sam has been relegated to the bench for this season, but he's a solid player overall. Manny is our menace as centre back. His ability in the air is the only reason he's on the bench. Otherwise, I find him very poor. Tom Blair is one of our subs for this game. I loved him last year when I signed him. Now I just don't rate him, and he's super overpaid for his level. Holy shit, I have him. Oh, okay, I'll release him at the end of his contract, most likely. He's way too overpaid for his role. We've got Foyo on 200 less, who is just on a different level. Bogdan Marian is a strange one. I want to keep him on. And at 2000 per week, it's a fairly alright wage. His technicals might indicate that he can perform. He just has not performed for us at all the last 3 years already. So I might consider letting him go at the end of the contract. But we'll see. Block is a very good utility man. Right back, center back, and midfield. He'll be staying on the bench for this season with the possibility of getting released at the end of his contract. He's not that great. McDougall, or what you call it, or hottest prospect, yeah. I feel like he's amazing, but he's not improving. I'll be trying to give him more game time this season. He actually played 3 games last season. He hasn't performed atrociously in those. So my reasoning is that he might be up to some improvements if only I play him a little bit more this one. Ashdown, another prospect, this time in the midfield. He looks good. He's not developing at all. He has low determination, which I do not particularly enjoy I gave him one start last season and he performed badly. I mean, his technicals are poor. But hopefully he can improve this season around. I'll be giving him more chances, I feel like. Joseph at right wing. He's fast, but that's about it. He's loyal at least, so that's nice. My assistant really doesn't rate him. And to be fair, neither do I. Rooney is our last player in the first squad. I think I'll be selling him. Who easily? I mean, go for free. I just want to free up the wage budget because he's on 5.5, which would see us go back in the black. And maybe I can just break the wage budget once again with another good signing eventually down the line. So my aims for this season are win the league. I think worst case we should get promoted via the playoffs, but honestly I feel like we're good enough to actually win the league. The pundits see us at third. We actually have Will Smith, who is in the Media Dream 11, Foyo as well, and Pepal as well. Our first players in the Media Dream 11, which is great. We're finally making progress. I'm finally making those good signings that we should have been making from the get-go. But we just did not, I guess. We'll be playing against Ep7, Dorking, and Worthing. All three of them relegated from the Panorama National League, so we really need to be at our best. Actually win the league. Wellstone are considered to be the best of the bunch. I mean, they are in 13th, so but only 4 points of us. Holy shit, it's very close up here. But no, I am super happy that we have three players here. It shows just how much we've grown over the last years, and maybe uh, it just spells out how we'll be lining up this season. Maybe we will actually be able to keep up some sort of form until the end of the season and lift the trophy. These are my desires: lift the trophy or finish second. Anything else unacceptable. Worst case, third. I want to skip the first playoff round. If we don't manage to do that, I think I'll just resign and find a new team to manage. Maybe in the Panorama National League. Because I feel we've been outperforming greatly with the team. Now we are finally in the position that we can take control of our fates with this team that I've cooked up for this season. Maybe defensively there's still some work to be done. Maybe Maloney isn't the greatest playmaker. Maybe Stevens isn't the greatest poacher. Maybe Francis isn't the greatest option to have on the left side. But these are nitpicks. These are only nitpicks. They're very good players for this level, except Nempard, whom I don't rate. But my assistant says he's a good player for most Vanrama South sides. We should really be winning the league. And yeah, let's go straight into it. The stuff is unchanged. I don't want to release anyone before I am certain we are getting promoted. Even though my coaching staff is pretty bad, to be fair. I have a fitness coach, and that's about it. Holy fuck. We are so poor, we barely afford an assistant and a fitness coach. Amazing. Our physio is not the greatest, but our sports scientist is non existent, but who gives a damn about all that crap? That's big club shit. We are far away from there. So, without further ado, let's go into the game. We are playing Heaven and Richmond today. And the last time out, I think they demolished us 4-0. So I want some semblance of revenge. I want to destroy them this time around. I already have a clear understanding of the subs that I'll be using come the half point mark in the game. Moore, Foyo, and Francis need to be subbed off. They are on the attack. It surely cannot be another 4-0 defeat, right? This guy Seymour actually was our executioner. He demolished us last season. Sweet. Sweet shot, but wasn't quite it. You see what I did there? Sweet shot. His name is Sweet, you know. It's a joke. I'm good at puns. Trust me, bro. Um, at least Stevens deflected it, but I feel like Nemhard missed a chance to make an interception. I mean, yeah, Nemhard is really subpar, but he's basically everything that I've got except Tusker. Maybe bring Sam back and move Sweet to the other center back position. Oh, I'm yawning like fuck. Why am I yawning so hard? I have no idea. But we are poor. Yeah, I'll need to be making those changes or at half time. Pepon, I've picked you up. Show me you've got what it takes. Read. Read to Stevens. Stevens turns around and scores. This season around, Stevens actually scores. So that is amazing. I was not expecting a goal from there, but maybe Stevens needed a season to gel, you know? And he's finally finding his form. The most undeserved assist of the season for Reed. But I love Reed, so I let it slide for now. Far from pleased. I'm far from pleased. Sam would slot in at right back. And Foyo and Francis are gonna be subbed off as well. Just because they're super tired. And yeah, I've invited the injury curse right now by making all three subs. But I have faith in the gods of FM. I've prayed a lot. And Blair scores! Let's go! He actually scored quite a few goals for us last season from headers like that. He can play very well sometimes. Marianne and Blair, the two subs, linking up quite nicely. Good job. We've taken control of the game, and actually, barring that goal that they had from a corner, they haven't really created anything, says he, as they are on the attack right now. I mean, yeah, I've kind of deserved. Oh, it's offside. Okay, I hate this guy. So Seymour. No, not you. Actually, you as well. I think Seymour and that guy fucked us over last time around. Him because he just scored every shot he took, and Daniel because of his speed he was always losing our man. Or no, I think I'm confusing him. No, actually it's another player with that with a name that's similar to his. I mean, where did he play before? Jet. So guys, let's check afterwards because I feel like I'm losing my mind at his scores. Where were you last season around? Kings Lynn. So no, you couldn't have. Yeah, you couldn't have. I think I am confusing him with someone else. Okay, let's shout at the players once again. Very attacking. We are in second. Epps Fleet are winning. I think this season Epps Fleet will be our Western Supermare. Hopefully we can perform against them. Let's see. They're on the attack, but we are applying pressure and it's for naught. What first touch from Doe there? Holy crap. What were you doing, Blair? What were okay, Blair picks it up. Stevens now. To Blair. Holy fuck. Pepper misses that. No fucking way. Blair actually passed the ball. I would have taken the shot to be fair, but Pepper Blair is a better man than I am, and Pepper is just an idiot. Okay, I think now we are doing something else entirely. Maybe it's too little, too late. Let's move you on support duty for now. Yeah, it's probably too late, but yeah, it's a draw. I mean, we've been better than them, that's for certain. But Pepper actually had a chance to win it, but we should have won the game. I am a harsh coach. Where does that leave us? That's the biggest question. It feels like last season reloaded, right? Nemhard reveals Stefan Fury. Nemhard really likes talking to the media, right? So, Maidstone is 6. That should be a winnable game. Oh, we're actually first. We're still first. Did Ep7 lose? Ah, no, they drew against Dulwich Hamlet. Thank you, Dulwich. I love you guys. Even though you beat us last season. I love you. So we're in first. Equal on points with Dover and Ep7. It's really tight here, but only 8 games played. It's a much more balanced season than the last one. Our finances are good, so hopefully we can just sell Rooney and generate some more money. So, if you like the episode, if you like what I've done with the squad, just leave a comment. Who is your favorite player of the bunch that we brought in? Or maybe your favorite player is a previous player or a player that was previously playing for us or one we've released. So, hit up the comment section and like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and that's it. See you around. Bye bye.